Welcome to Curious Minds. I don't think people understand just how quickly the age of dinosaurs ended. For close to 200 million years, dinosaurs ruled the Earth, thriving in every corner of the planet. They were dynamic, powerful, and diverse, masters of their world. But their reign ended not with a slow decline, but in a single, catastrophic event. About 66 million years ago, a giant asteroid struck Earth with unimaginable force. This impact unleashed devastation, ending the age of dinosaurs in a single terrible day. The world was plunged into darkness and cold, a stark reminder of life's fragility. The first major clue to the dinosaurs' extinction wasn't a bone or crater, but a thin, dark clay layer found worldwide. In the 1970s, Luis and Walter Alvarez discovered this layer was packed with iridium, a rare element on Earth, but common in asteroids. The iridium spike was global, marking a sudden, catastrophic event. The Alvarez team proposed a massive asteroid impact, scattering iridium-rich dust and ending the age of dinosaurs in an instant. The search for the impact crater would soon reveal even more. For years after the iridium layer was found, the impact theory lacked one crucial piece: the crater itself. Scientists searched the globe for a colossal scar, but none fit, until seismic data from Mexico revealed a buried circular basin. Oil geologists had mapped this strange structure decades earlier, not realizing its significance. When fully mapped, it revealed a crater 180 kilometers wide, matching the impactor's size and age. The Chicxulub crater was the missing evidence, confirming the asteroid impact that changed Earth forever. The day the asteroid struck began like any other in the late Cretaceous. But then, a new star appeared in the sky, growing brighter and brighter. A mountain-sized asteroid entered Earth's atmosphere at incredible speed. In moments, it slammed into the Gulf of Mexico, releasing energy beyond 1 billion nuclear bombs. The impact vaporized land, unleashed shockwaves, mega tsunamis, and global wildfires. In hours, Earth was transformed into a vision of hell. The devastation marked the end of the dinosaurs and the beginning of a new world. After the initial fire and fury, the world faced a new and even more persistent threat. The impact had thrown an enormous amount of pulverized rock, soot from the global wildfires, and sulfur from the vaporized seabed rocks high into the stratosphere. This thick blanket of dust and aerosols spread around the globe, wrapping the planet in a dark shroud. It was so thick that it blocked out the sunlight, plunging the Earth into a deep, unending twilight that may have lasted for months or even years. Without sunlight, photosynthesis on land and in the oceans stopped. Plants withered and died, and the entire food chain collapsed from the bottom up. This period is known as the impact winter. With the sun's warming rays blocked, global temperatures plummeted. The once warm, tropical world of the dinosaurs became cold and dark. The drop in temperature was dramatic and swift, creating a harsh, inhospitable climate. Herbivorous dinosaurs that had survived the initial cataclysm now found themselves with nothing to eat as the plants vanished. Starvation became rampant. As the herbivores died off, the giant carnivorous dinosaurs, like Tyrannosaurus rex, soon followed, their own food supply having disappeared. The extinction was not instantaneous for every single dinosaur, but the conditions created by the impact made their survival impossible. The oceans were not spared. The collapse of phytoplankton, tiny marine organisms that form the base of the ocean food web, led to mass extinction in the seas. The giant marine reptiles like the mosasaurs and plesiosaurs, which were the top predators of the Cretaceous oceans, starved to death. Even the ammonites, shelled relatives of squid that had thrived for hundreds of millions of years, were completely wiped out. The impact also vaporized sulfur-rich rocks in the Yucatan, which led to the formation of sulfuric acid in the atmosphere. This fell back to Earth as acid rain, which would have poisoned lakes, rivers, and the surface waters of the ocean, making a bad situation even worse for the surviving life. While the asteroid is the main villain, some scientists believe that other factors may have contributed. For millions of years before the impact, massive volcanic eruptions in a region of India known as the Deccan Traps had been spewing gases into the atmosphere, possibly causing some climate instability. However, the vast majority of scientists now agree that the asteroid was the primary killing mechanism. The volcanism may have put some stress on ecosystems, but it was the Chicxulub impact that delivered the swift and decisive knockout blow, causing the extinction of roughly 75% of all species on Earth, including every single non-avian dinosaur. In the desolate, post-impact world, size became a death sentence. Large animals with big appetites and specialized diets stood no chance. The survivors of this global catastrophe were almost all small, generally weighing less than 25 kilograms, or about 55 pounds. Small size was a key advantage for several reasons. Smaller animals need less food to survive, so they could get by on the scarce resources available, like seeds, insects, roots, and decaying matter. Many were also able to burrow underground or shelter in caves, which would have protected them from the searing heat of the initial impact and the freezing cold of the subsequent impact winter. Among the survivors were our own distant ancestors, the mammals. During the age of dinosaurs, most mammals were small, shrew-like creatures that lived in the shadows, scurrying through the undergrowth and often active only at night to avoid being eaten. But these humble traits became their salvation. Their small bodies, their ability to eat a wide variety of foods, including insects and seeds that could remain dormant, and their capacity for burrowing allowed them to weather the storm. With the dinosaurs gone, the world was suddenly wide open. Mammals were no longer constrained to the fringes of the ecosystem. Other survivors included many types of birds, which are, in fact, the living descendants of one branch of dinosaurs: crocodiles, turtles, lizards, snakes, and amphibians. Animals that lived in or near freshwater rivers and lakes tended to fare better, perhaps because their ecosystems, based on decaying matter, were more resilient than those based on living plants. Crocodiles and turtles, for example, could shelter in the water and had slow metabolisms, allowing them to go for long periods without food. These survivors became the pioneers of a new world, the founders of the modern ecosystems we see today. The extinction of the dinosaurs was a pivotal moment in the history of life. It cleared the way for the age of mammals. In the millions of years that followed the impact, mammals exploded in diversity, evolving into a spectacular array of new forms to fill the ecological niches left vacant by the dinosaurs. Some grew to enormous sizes, some returned to the oceans, and one group, the primates, eventually evolved into humans. In a very real sense, the Chicxulub asteroid had to wipe out the dinosaurs for us to have a chance to exist. We owe our very presence on this planet to that ancient catastrophe. The Chicxulub impact reminds us that Earth is part of a dynamic cosmic neighborhood, and that devastating impacts can happen again. Unlike the dinosaurs, we have the ability to understand and respond to this threat. Scientists worldwide are tracking asteroids and comets that could pose a danger to our planet. In 2022, NASA's DART mission proved we can alter an asteroid's path, showing the power of science and human ingenuity. The dinosaurs never saw it coming. We can. By watching the skies, we take the first steps to protect our future. If you like this video, please like and subscribe to Curious Minds for more fascinating content.